back to our channel. So in today's session we'll discuss about one more concept in DBMS, that is views. So what is a view? So here a view is a virtual table. It is a virtual table constructed from existing tables. So this existing table can be from the single table or from multiple tables. So we can create a view. From a single table or a multiple tables with required attributes. That means it doesn't mean all the attributes should be there, right? So we can create a view with the required attributes from a single table or a multiple tables, right? So if you modify any data in this view, that will be reflected on the original table, and if you do any modification on the original table, that will be reflected on this view. So that means these two are correlated, right? So changes made in table reflects on view, and also changes made in a view reflects on table, the corresponding table, right? But the view is a virtual table. So what is the purpose of creating these views? So we are having some tables, so we can access the data with, from this particular table. So why we were going with the views? See an example. So take the college database. So college will be having different departments. Let it be some CSE department, some ECE department, some EEE department, and mechanical department, civil department, right? So there will be student details which will be maintained by the college as well as in the CSE, right? So this database will be having all the details of all the branches, okay? All the branches details, all the students details will be maintained in the main database called a college database. And actually the CSE student should be maintained here. Similarly, EC student details should be maintained here, EEE students, mechanical students, and civil students. So if there are any modifications done on some CSE students, and automatically that should be reflected on the college database, that means the original database, because here also the college will also maintain the database of all the departments, right? And individually the department will maintain the student details. So hope you understood this one. So if you maintain two different tables, one is for college, one is for CSE, and one is for EC, one is for EEE, mechanical and civil, there are different tables, right? So college table, CSE table, ECE table, and so on. So if all these are the individual tables, if you made any change in this CSE table, that should be reflected on the college. That cannot be done automatically. So we need to update the CSE student details in the college database also. That means we are doing the same work multiple times. So instead of doing that, we'll create a database for college and we'll create a view for CSE, view for ECE, view for EEE, and a view for mechanical, and a view for civil. So that these are the virtual tables distributed to each and every department, so that if there are any changes made in this particular department, that will automatically reflect on the main table. So this is the main advantage and the purpose why we are creating these views. So that's why we are extracting some portion of data and representing that portion in a table. So that is called a view. So that's why view is a virtual table constructed from existing table, that may be either or single or a multiple with the required attributes. So it doesn't mean that we have to get all the attributes, right? So all the student details from the main database will be maintained in the CSE view. All the ESE students will be maintained in the EC view, triple E view, mechanical view, and a civil view. So that the reflect, if there are any changes made in this original table, that will also be reflected on these individual tables, because these are all the views, right? So that is the main advantage why we are not creating multiple tables, we are creating simply a views, right? So changes made in table reflects on view, and changes made in view reflects on the table, right? So this is the purpose of views. Now we'll see the syntax now, and then I will show you the execution part in the MySQL, right? So we'll create one table and we'll create a different views, and also I will show you the updations. If the updations done on the table, whether they are reflecting on the view, and if you are doing any updations in the view, whether they are reflecting on the table. So that we will see practically in the MySQL. Now I will show you the syntax for creating the view. Syntax. So SQL prompt. So create view, give the view name. Similar to our table name, we have to give the view name as, write down the query here, select column name 1, comma, column name 2, etc. from table 1, comma, table 2. So if it is only one table, we can write here only one table. If you want to extract the portions from multiple tables, we can get these multiple tables. So let us take with the single table. From table 1, where, write on the condition. So this is the syntax to create a view from a single table. So if you go with the multiple tables, so use the same syntax, create view, view name as select column name 1, column name 2, etc. from table 1, comma, table 2, etc. where, so give the join operation, right? So table 1 dot column name 1 is equal to table 2 dot column name and condition. So whatever the condition we have to write, that condition should be written here. So this is for creating a view of from the single table, and this is the syntax to create a view from multiple tables, right? So now let me stop here. So let us move on to the MySQL. I will execute each and every query and I will explain you everything, right? So let's move on to the MySQL. Hello friends. So just now we have seen the syntax and complete introduction about the views in DBMS. Now let me explain you by executing these views in MySQL. So let me open the MySQL command line. So I'm getting the password. So yes, so we are creating the tables in a one database called a YouTube. So let me go to YouTube. So now we are in YouTube database. So let me check for the tables. So here we are having a different tables, and here you can see there is a table called student, right? So select star from student. So here we are having total 7 students with the different branches. So CSE, ECE, civil, right? Now let us create a view for individual departments. Okay, so because so if individual departments maintain the different tables, if one student details has been changed, that should be reflected in all the tables, right? So in order to avoid that thing, so we are creating a view for this particular master table to with the required attributes, right? So let me create individual tables for individual groups, right? So that means creating a view. So the syntax, create view, view name, let us take it as a CSC underscore students, students as give the query. So select star from student where branch is equal to CSE. So query okay, 0 rows affected. Now let us check with the tables. So show tables. Here you got the name CSC underscore student. Now select a star from CSC underscore students. See, there are 3 students in the CSC department. So let us check whether there are only 3 or more than 3. See, so there are 3, 1, 2 and 3. 3 students. Now create a one more view as a ECE students. ECE students as give the query. Select. So you can select a complete table or I mean all the attributes or required attributes. I am taking all the attributes. Select star from student. So from this table I am extracting where branch is equal to ECE. I am extracting only the ECE students. So it was also created. Now let us check with that one. Show tables. So select star from ECE underscore students. So there are 3 students. Yes. Let us check with the EC civil also. Okay. Let us create a civil also. Create a view as view name. So civil students as select star from student where branch is equal to civil. I think wrong name. Yes, let us check once again. So select star from student. So we have given civil itself, right? Once again we'll check. So as select star from student where branch is equal to civil. Once again I'm getting the error. Sorry, syntax wrong. Create view name. Should not give as, right? View name as. Here we need to give the query select a star from student where branch is equal to civil, right? Now we'll get yes. So you can observe show tables. See, we are getting different. So the master table is a student, and from this student the views are civil student, CSE student, EC student. Now let's check. So select star from student, right? Now check. I just want to update the percentage of a civil student here in the master table. So which query? So update student set percentage is equal to 90, where branch, or simply we can say SID, is equal to 105. So one row affected. Now you can observe. So select star from student. See, now we got a 90 for civil. Previously it was 88. Okay. Now we'll check with the civil student. So select star from civil underscore students. So you got 90 here. So when we are updating the attribute from the master table, it should be reflected on the view also. So here civil students is the view. So we are changing the value in the master table. It was reflected on the view. Now let us change the view and we'll check whether it was reflected in the master table. So we'll update the same thing. So update civil student. So view name civil students, set percentage is equal to 95, where SID is equal to 105. So it was changed in the view. Now we will see the attributes of civil students. Star from civil students. See here 95. Previously it was 90. Now we are updated here. Now we'll check in the master table, right? So select star from student. So here in the master table it was reflected. So if you do any changes in the view, it will be reflected on the master table. And if you are doing any manipulations in the master table, it will be reflected on the view, right? So this is the view which we have created from the single table. Now we'll check how to create a view from multiple tables. Now let us check show tables. So here we are having some contact and we are having some student. So we know the details of a student table, what are the available things. So we can also have this one. See, select star from contact. So this is a contact, only 3 student contacts. Now we'll create a view by combining these two things. Okay, see what we have to do. First we need to create a view name. So student contact as, now we have to write the query. So select student.sid, give the attributes which we required in that view. So student.sname, and see contact.email. So I'll go with only these these 4 things. Contact dot mobile, right? From, write down the tables. So one is a student table, one is a contact table. Where, give the condition. So we have to join this one. So the join will be with respect to the common attribute. So where student dot SID is equal to contact dot SID. So this is the natural join. So equal attribute. See query okay, 0 0 is affected. Now you can observe the show tables. So here you can observe student contact. So now you can go with this one. Select star from student contact. So we are having only 3 terms, 101, 102, 106 with email and mobile. So if you change name here, automatically that will be reflected on the master table, right? So hope you understood this one. So how can we, this one, and the next one is how can we delete the views. We can also delete the views, those are similar to our table. So drop command is used to delete the table. So if you use a drop table student contact, so we'll get an error. So if you use a drop view student contact. See, query, okay, 0 rows affected. If you observe the tables list, the student contact is not available, because the syntax for deleting the table view is a drop view. Instead of table, we have to give the view. That's the only difference, right? So hope you understood this views concept. What is the purpose of views, and how can we create a view from single table, how can we create a view from the multiple tables, and how can we delete the views. So I'll stop here, and if you are having any doubts regarding this one, please post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really enjoyed my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.